Can I ask you guys a question?
No. Sure.
Okay, so did you guys hook up the first night?
Yes,
Hold on.
but not entirely.
It was not an entire hookup.
No.
Which, by the way,
What does hookup mean, though?
Yeah, what do
what
you
does
define
hookup
as
mean? I don't know. Like the answer is yes, but not what you think. This might be too far. I don't know. Where's the line? She wouldn't have sex with me.
You think penises are that pretty, so I prefer you to hide it inside casually.
I know that.
For a while.
Well, it wasn't a while because it wasn't measured in days.
Yo, no.
No, she knows it.
I know, but we got, come on,
Okay,
bro. This is my
okay,
fiance.
No problem. No problem. Listen,
Keep it
I will,
classy.
no problem.
Sucked a d in a football stadium full of people once.
My gag reflex is pretty strong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to say, it'll take a lot.
Okay.
Wait, you went further.
Okay. We're talking about food. I don't even know where we're at right now.
Talking about.
Problem. I will walk that line, and I'm happy to.
I feel like this subject is finished,
for sure.
right?
Yeah. I will say though.
So, yeah.
You approached that phenomenally. Like you not having sex with me for the duration of time that you did was very important.
You thought something was wrong with me.
I'll be honest. I thought I did.
You talked to Mike about it.
I said this girl's perfect as far as I can tell. There's one unexplored venture, and I have reason to believe that there's probably something wrong with it because if it's too good to be true, it probably is.
To upclass my entire conversation, you just hit the nail on the head. It is actually why I was asking the questions, because there are a lot of people out there who have this conversation around how long people wait to have sex and how that then translates into marriage. And so that is where I was going. I'm not a classless person anymore. I've upgraded quite a bit since we started this podcast. Do you believe that waiting period had a long effect and led to this moment?
No.
I do. I absolutely do.
Doublers. This would make me eggs and bacon, a lot of bacon and sausage. And then we would go to a basketball game, and then he would cook me dinner again, like a good steak with a good sauce and some potatoes, maybe some green beans. And then after that, you know what happens. Oh, hello.
But wait, there's more. You a simp.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what happens in a disagreement here? Because I don't see this often.
Sorry. Let me clarify.
I don't.
Would it have changed the outcome? No.
No.
Do I have a good amount of respect for it, and did I appreciate it? I absolutely did.
I think penises are that pretty, so I prefer you to hide it inside casually.
I absolutely did. I thought it was classy.
You a simp.
Sorry, I'm being such a pussy.
I kind of always wanted my fiance to be that.
A girl is not an object. She is a real life human being, not a girl who gets passed around to the
Yo, bruv. That's
Ain't
not really
no
him.
way.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Paul allegedly sent a legal notice to Dylan Dennis demanding he stop posting photos of his pussy. So, another photo of her with an NBA player has emerged. We're up to 26 now. Apparently Misfits is censoring me saying I went too far and threatening to pull the fight WTF. This is a ruthless game, kid. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Logan Paul has finally responded to Dylan Dennis. Bro had days and pulled up with this WTF.
Like Cleopatra with the fucking lock on her vagina.
I liked it. I respected it.
Bro.
And
I needed to make sure you weren't just some fucking.
She thought I was love bombing her.
Yeah, I thought
Right,
I thought there was something.
I
going
like
on.
you like me. I have a crush on you.
That was a lot.
We're gonna be together for a long time. I could just be spewing bullshit from my mouth. She doesn't
Yeah,
know
I
me,
didn't
bro.
know. I didn't know.
She has no idea who I am. You know.
Didn't stop her from being the Nordic vortex. But listen. Okay, listen. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Let's get back to the topic at hand. My apology.
Okay.
because this guy Dylan Dennis hit something, hit below the belt, let's just say, to use a term, where he went viral on Twitter after sharing pictures of Logan Paul's fiance doing things with other men in her past. Now, does anybody here know who Logan Paul recently got engaged to? Does anybody know her name?
A woman.
Okay, she's a woman. Correct. Thanks,
Ed,
Nat. You're
right?
killing the game right now.
She's a pro skier or
She's
skater
actually
or
that is Jake's girl.
Oh, yeah. Hard to keep
He
up.
got engaged to none other than Danish supermodel Nina Agdal. Okay, and Nina, you'll recognize her, but Dylan started posting pictures of her with other men, and the coup de grace was a picture of her with Riff Raff. Do we have that picture of her with Riff Raff? Okay, pull that up. Okay, do you guys know who Riff Raff is?
Yes.
Okay, so this is her allegedly, stay in the moment, kissing Riff Raff. So punch in on that, my friend. Damn. Okay. So now that is her kissing allegedly Riff Raff. So this whole story is going to have a funny ending, so wait for it, guys. So who is Nina Agdal? Let's pull this thing up right quick. So Nina Agdal. I think we have a couple articles, right? So who is Nina Agdal? Logan Paul's fiance goes viral after Dylan Dennis posts photos of her with other famous men. So if we can expand this article, Malik, we're just going to quickly run through some of the pictures that Dylan Dennis basically started putting out there. By the way, this is their engagement. This was last July. Scroll down. Play the video, actually, just so you guys get some context. These two look like they're happy.
So cute. It was a
Would
cute
you like to
video.
get married here? What about engaged?
This is in Lake Como, by the way, if you've ever been to Italy.
Put your phone away.
I can't.
Why?
I can't. I'll tell you why in a second. You are the love of my life. You're the girl of my dreams. I never thought I'd find you. Now that I have, I never want to let you go. I'm sorry I'm being such a pussy. Can you hit this button for me, please?
Oh my god.
Baby girl. Will you marry me?
Then you guys.
That's kind of cool. That's cool with me.
Your titties are cool. Anybody need tissues? Everyone okay? Okay, gotcha. Keep scrolling down to this article. By the way, that was pretty. By the way, you can put that type of music around any video. It's gonna get you. Okay, it's a lot of it. So, congratulations for them. But we'll continue with this story. Keep going down. Okay, so he started. Dylan Dennis. Dylan Dennis.
So mean.
Continued to post pictures of Nina with other men. Now, this was ironically at model volleyball.
Why he did
that
that?
you're very familiar with, model volleyball.
Yes.
Nat, I'm talking to you. This picture was at model volleyball.
I know.
Okay, that should ring a bell a little bit because Nina was one of the models at model volleyball. How many girls did we interview at model volleyball?
Hundreds.
Hundreds. So Nina, I know her from back in the day. Keep going down. So he's posting a bunch of pictures of her with other men. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. So he's just kind of playing below the belt here, Dylan Dennis. Keep going, Malik.
He used to get his ass knocked out.
Okay. He's just posting a bunch of pictures about this. Okay. Keep going. Okay.
This bitch is a thot.
Gotcha. That's Ja Rule. Gotcha. Now, these are just pictures that he's posting out there. I'm not saying anything like that. Keep going. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. Malik, you're allowed to go fast, buddy. Keep going. Gotcha. So he's putting a bunch of pictures out there. Now, you might be saying to yourself, so who's this Nina Agdal girl? Gotcha. So go to that other article if you don't mind. Gotcha. So here's who Nina Agdal has dated in the past. So we will go down the line here. Malik, go fast here, buddy. So she's dated. By the way, this is the cover that made her famous. Go back up. She was on the cover of the 50th anniversary of Sports Illustrated. I want to say that was in 2014. Christy Teigen was on there, and I forget the other gal that was on there. I think maybe like Alexandra Ambrosio, whoever it was. But this is what made her famous. Since then, and we'll go back prior to that in a second, since then she has dated the likes of Joe Jonas, Adam Levine, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jack Brinkley, who is the son of Christy Brinkley. But prior to that, she was a Miami girl. She used to roll with some of my friends.
Oh.
She used to roll with my crew.
Shocking.
I believe we have a picture of that, Malik. Okay, there's her and me
Zoom in
and my
on
homies
sauce. Zoom in on sauce,
at
Fred.
my bar bodega.
My God.
There he is.
At my bar bodega in South Beach.
You look better now.
Thank you. I look better now. Awesome. And to the right of Nina is the founder of Model Volleyball, my homegirl, Olivia, as you know. And then also my other girl that runs the Soho House in Miami. And then my best friend, Keith, who took me to Aspen on his private jet.
That's right.
You see how this thing all comes full circle? That's at Bodega. So Nina's been in the mix here. But prior to dating all these men, prior to Joe Jonas and Leonardo DiCaprio and now Logan Paul, she dated a couple other guys. She dated this one guy, Patrick Pizzorni. I call him Horny Pizzorni. He's a DJ in Miami. He's an absolute stud of a guy. She dated him. He was a local DJ in Miami. He's since blown up. He's a male model. He's doing his thing. But Nina, that's where she started. But now she's with Logan Paul, Leonardo DiCaprio. After that, she dated my boy, Reed, who's a big real estate guy in Miami. This is her and Reed. So here's where this story kind of comes full circle, because you can't trust everything that you see on the internet. Now, go to the picture of her kissing Riff Raff. Kind of weird, right? Of all these dudes. You're talking Leonardo DiCaprio, talking Joe Jonas, you're talking Adam Levine, talking these good-looking guys. Riff Raff? Really? Well, punch in on this, by the way. So this is why you can't believe everything on the internet. Now scroll down just a little bit. So while this post might be satire, the man in the pictures is not actually Riff Raff, but none other than Nina Agdal's ex-boyfriend, Reed Heinery, who I just showed you in the last picture. This is on Halloween. This is a costume. This is not real. So just for context, we're not here to just shit on Nina. So here's what I will say about Nina, okay? And this is where I want to get your ladies' perspective, especially McQueen. She does have a reputation for being a social climber, okay? And for looking for what they call the BBD. Not the BBD that, you know, Adam 22's girl took recently, talking for the bigger, better deal. She went from an awesome DJ to an awesome real estate guy in Miami, some friends of mine. Then she went to Joe Jonas. Then she upgraded to Maroon 5. Then she went to Leonardo DiCaprio. And now she's one of the biggest guys in the world, Logan Paul. Okay, by the way, she is 31. Logan Paul, I believe, is 28 on this. So if anybody knows anything about me, one of my favorite group from the 80s is Hall & Oates. Does anybody here know Hall & Oates' most famous song? Anyone here on the panel?
Sing it.
Whoa, here she comes.
Oh, yeah.
Watch out, boy. She'll chew you up. Whoa, here she comes. Ladies, she's a man-eater. Here's my point, ladies and gentlemen. With dating history like that, okay, this beautiful, gorgeous supermodel, I would classify as a mother man-eater. So if you're Logan Paul, buyer beware. You've already seen her dating record. Now, I've said before, the last thing I want to do is be the third guy, the second guy, the third guy, the fourth guy, to take some girl to Aspen, right? So I went on a trip recently to Aspen, right? Prior to that, I took another girl on a trip to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, right? And the girl says, oh, I don't really like Jackson Hole, Wyoming. I like Aspen better. I said, hold on, you've been on these trips before? You've been on this? And there's nothing more deflating to a man when you take a girl to an amazing vacation and she hits you with like, yeah, I've been here before. It was a good time, whatever. I like other places. You know what I'm talking about, McQueen.
That shit would kill me.
So that shit will kill you. Yeah. So now you're engaged to Nina Agdal, who's dated some of the most famous men on the planet, Leonardo DiCaprio, and then go down the list from there. What kind of world of pain? If you were Logan Paul's homie and you're like, yo, Logan, just so you know, like, I saw these pictures, dog. Like, I've seen who she's dated. Like, I get that she's hot, but I also like Hall & Oates, and I understand what a man-eater is. What would you say to Logan Paul?
I'd be like, listen, brother, I know you think that she's the one for you. You've been looking for your whole life, but she's got skeetered on by a lot of guys, and here's the pictures to prove it, I mean, I wouldn't be a good homie if I, didn't tell you to think about this before you made this decision, I mean, like you said, she is classified as a man-eater, by her record or track record. So, I mean, you are a very high-value guy, and you have a lot of money. You have a lot to lose in this situation, especially with the marriage game. And her track record isn't really trustworthy. I'm just telling you that. That's what. These are my words to him as a hypothetical friend.
Okay.
But
hold on. Let the man speak, Nat. Malik.
I feel like everybody.
Okay.
Better.
What would you say if your homie was about to wife up this model with this type of track record? Speak loudly, sir.
All right. So first off, I'm like, look, listen, Logan. Like, I know you love this woman or whatever, but like, you know like what's happened before you. So like, you have to have anytime you make some type of move with her, that has to be in the back of your mind. And it's not like some local neighborhood girl who like everybody's been with around town. Like, you can Google this woman and she's in a photo with somebody known, and probably somebody or somebody in a circle that you know. So it's like, it's just too close. It's like,
Gotcha.
You just gotta.
So, ladies, you've heard what the men on the panel have to say. Like, I use my Hall & Oates reference. Let's let the ladies get a word in, okay? Nat, since you were jumping the gun, I'll let you go first.
Sorry. I get what you guys are saying, but at the end of the day, I feel like whenever you break up with somebody, you're gonna date someone better, if that's a man or a woman.
Upgrade.
And
Yeah,
this
you know
is
all those
somebody-
girls upgrading from Leonardo DiCaprio and Adam
But here's
Levine
the
and
thing,
Joe
she's
Jonas
also
and
somebody who's a
all those
socialite.
girls.
She's also somebody a socialite, so her career has been on magazines, that has been, public eye. So just by default, people's eyes are on her. There's people that you're dating now that maybe they're not on the cover of magazines that they've been around. So I don't think there's anything wrong with breaking up with somebody and then finding someone better and going with somebody better. And I don't know if all the people they're dated, I'm sure some of them she's dated has a little bit more money than maybe who she's with now. So I think at the end of the day, it's just a matter of kind of when you find somebody who really clicks with you and whoever that person is and it makes sense, then, you feel comfortable to make that,
Okay.
decision.
Thank
but I
you.
don't think there's anything wrong with dating somebody better after you broke up.
Got
That's
it. Well,
smart.
let's get Kay's opinion here, because some of these guys would fit your minimum criteria. Logan Paul's worth at least $100 million, I want to say. So is Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know where Joe Jonas or Adam Levine are, but these guys fit your minimum criteria. If it was $50 million, I wouldn't even ask you about it.
Yeah, I mean.
So what would you say are the red flags or the green flags you see in this relationship?
I don't necessarily, I don't see red flags particularly because they're both in the limelight. They're both, in that high profile lifestyle. Because she's dated other men within the industry, she understands his lifestyle. So she's not going to be like unaccommodating, and he finally found someone that might be able to match that energy. So to use the terminology social climber, I think is reaching, because she's really just an extensive networker. I mean, she's built her network from the ground up.
Yeah, she's networked that pussy.
I mean, okay, but again, that's what you guys are after, and she leveraged it accordingly. Can you be mad at her for being a smart businesswoman?
No, I'm not mad at her. I would tell my homie, this is some evidence right here of, by the way, go back to another, pull up the article
But you don't think he
of
knows
her
that,
dating.
though?
Yeah,
You
that's
don't
what
think
I'm
he knows
confused.
that?
Like,
He has
he's
to
like
know
that.
that
Oh,
she's
this
dated
woman
these
has
people.
dated men that make more money than me. That's a challenge for him. He doesn't want someone he can just pick up off the street, like has never worked for anything, doesn't have her own name, understand the lifestyle. I think it matches what he's looking for, and to be honest with you, I think any man that would try to contradict that is just jealous. They're not pulling a woman at that capacity.
But I'm confused.
They're jealous that they're not pulling a girl who's clearly been fucked by so many different celebrities. That's
Isn't
what you're
this
saying.
like public though? Like, how would he have not known that she dated like Leonardo DiCaprio?
Of course you know. Of course you know. Of course. We're not.
It's like they know.
They're fully aware. Gotcha. Go to the other article, by the way. Scroll down.
So
funny.
Shout out to Jamie Foxx, by the way. There's my buddy Reed right there.
Yeah.
Okay, scroll down. all I'm saying is keep going, Malik. I'll tell you when.
You seeing all this? So you're
Like,
saying a man is gonna be jealous of all this?
I'm just saying you gotta know what you're
egos are
buying.
so big.
Can you imagine like this
Play
guy
this
Dylan?
video right here.
I feel like with a man with his status, it's more of like a liability than it is
In
an
a
asset.
football
'cause they can
stadium
use
full of people once.
She said?
She got.
Play it again.
I sucked a dick in a football stadium full of people once.
I would be so jealous of this,
Okay,
man. Like,
but-
I would be absolutely fucking.
Clearly, they took 3 seconds of that entire clip. There was a lot more conversation that went on in that entire interview as opposed to just that particular
Listen, all we're
thing.
saying is, as a man, like, I love when you women don't hear us. You want us to hear you, and you want us to believe that you're gonna get this $100 million guy, and you've done all these things, and we're listening to you. But you hear 3 men on the panel being like, what would you say to her? And all 3 of us are like, yo, listen, homie. Like,
No,
I
I
just want to
get
let you
that.
know. Hold on, this is another woman not letting a man speak. Listen, homie, just I know you love this girl, but just want to let you know, as your homies, these are our concerns. This is what we think. Like, I get that she's hot and she's beautiful and she'll suck your dick in a football stadium. We get it, player. But we just want to let you know we are voicing our concerns because we love you, because we're not trying to give you any of our pussy because we don't have one. We're a guy. So we're just trying to give you our feedback. But none of you girls want to hear what the guy has to say. You just want to give us your 2 cents. Go ahead, Sarah.
No, I think that's fair. But what I'm saying is like this was definitely like public information that he already knew. So like I feel like it would be like a different if this is like all the secretive stuff came out, but it was clearly not secretive. Like
But sometimes what's on the surface, the conversation must need to be have to
fair.
Just because you can do the math here doesn't mean that he actually showed his work and was like, all right, so Leonardo DiCaprio dick times a Joe Jonas dick, and then you have minus an Adam Levine thing, and then you throw in what may or may not be a riffraff, and then here's the work right here. Sure. Maybe Logan's just like, bro, this girl's so fucking hot, I don't even know. That he didn't even actually do the work. You know guys like this, right?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, how many times have you had a conversation with a buddy that's like, look, I know that so-and-so is hot as shit and she's got big titties, but I just want to let you know, dog, that...
I've had it plenty of times.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are those conversations like? I don't need details.
Well, in summary, it's just behind closed doors. I'm like, listen, man, I love you, but your bitch is a thot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do something. You got to be smart before you make this decision, because if you just go into it, it's going to hit you in the face. It's just going to hit the fan, and then, you know, and then it always ended up being like something where she ended up cheating on him for another guy, because, you know, women are hypergamous creatures, so, you know, they're going to do what they do. And, especially if she's a thooter like that, you know, so it's like if you can't really get mad if, you know, if you choose to date this woman, knowing her history, knowing what kind of person she is, and if she does it, then later on you can't get mad. So that's why I understand what you're saying.
But
like,
what's worse? Would you rather have her stuff be public like it is now, or would you rather date a girl who's super private and find out she's been a hoe for her whole life?
Well, I would rather her be private, because then I would leave, yes, but I'm saying I would rather be private, so that way at least no one knows.
Yeah, then it's not embarrassing. Like, I feel like this is probably really embarrassing him to know. And this is definitely why people always say, like, men care about a woman's past and women care about a man's future.
I was just about to say that. 100%.